From Johannesburg to JoJo's house. Welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. That is JoJo, and prepare yourselves because this man can annihilate any base. Right now, we're looking at his first attack of the day using Super Dragons, going against a base that you may be familiar with. This is the style of base that we're seeing more and more in competitive play at the top of Legend League in CWL Champion 1. So if you want to take it apart, perhaps you should whip out your Super Dragons, and perhaps it is also time to subscribe to the channel to turn on notifications and be prepared for more epic episodes like this, more ways for us to 3-star the toughest bases in the world, and making it look as easy as using a creator code while making purchases in any Supercell game. Notice that triple transition right there. But no, seriously, let's watch these attacks, because these guys at Tribe Gaming recently qualified for the World Championships, and this is why. Any base, any army, it feels like they are going in and wiping it out. And yes, the recall spell. I fully retract and regret my earlier comments back when the update came out releasing the recall spell, but you need to remember, I did say I thought it was relatively useless, but I also thought that the pros would figure out a way to use it. And check out JoJo. I mean, come on. The timing here is critical, because when you use the recall spell, you need to focus on the time elapsed, and those Super Dragons are not exactly the fastest creatures to ever fly across a base, but right down the middle with a funnel that was completed only by the Archer Queen charge. In they come, and then the Stone Slammer, and I'm worried, right? The Town Hall, that's going to be some serious damage, but of course, no, you've got a freeze spell, you've got a beautifully timed Warden ability, and the evil Monolith is not going to be hurting your Archer Queen, as she's down here working on another quadrant of the base, soon to move on and probably take out about 40% of this base by herself. What, Galadon? That's ridiculous. 40%. You know, I've never actually sat down and calculated the percentages done by some of these crazy queen charges, but I bet I'm not far off if you counted every building that she wipes out. It is insane the value these guys can get from these charges, the recalls, and Super Dragons. Once again, Barbarian King on the left-hand side, and we've seen this so many times in all of these tribe videos where the king funnels the queen, sends her towards the interior of the base, and then the late royal champion, and I mean late by tardy, not late by deceased, she's going to go in there and wipe out the multi-target Inferno, while the Archer Queen prances around the outside of the base, continuing on her way to a path of destruction. There's just so much going on here. It's so much overkill. The Archer Queen's walk, her charge, has lasted until the very end, and you got to give her credit for these buildings as well. Once again, JoJo annihilates everything, and I don't even know if I can deal with these 3 stars. What did we learn from that attack? I don't even know. Let me know down in the comments if you learned something, and then I'll try to think about it myself. Let's go again. Here we go. JoJo going again, and this time he's got a slightly different army setup, and you'll notice, again with the recall spell. So maybe we should be thinking about the recall spell, as the double funnel almost always seems to be a beautiful strategy that helps make sure the rest of your units go right down the middle. Electro Titans. Let's go, JoJo, showing that air-ground versatility, as he's got the ground units working this time. The Archer Queen very patiently working her way in. No, come on, what the heck? A double funnel, double walk? We've got an Archer Queen walk and a Warden walk at the same time with an Invis spell. What the heck? I don't even know what that Invis spell was for, but obviously there's a reason. Now watch this. That's why. Here comes your Flame Flinger, double walk, Archer Queen recall, and then she's gonna go down there and join the Warden? No, come on, how? Wait, balloons at the bottom. There's a wall breaker. I don't even understand this, but watch the value from the Flame Flinger going after the multi-target Infernos. It's like a drone set to release destruction while JoJo moves on and does something else. Like, here you go, Flame Flinger. Take care of that. I don't need to worry about anything else you do. The rest of this attack, I'm going to deal with the stuff from the bottom. I'm going to drop in my Barbarian King of the right-hand side once again to make sure the Arch Queen goes towards the core. We see that again and again, and we all should be thinking about using that strategy. Archer Queen with the jump spell, gonna head in towards the middle, but she's got to deal with the Monolith and the defensive Clan Castle troops at the same time. How can you possibly think that's gonna work? With a Warden ability, that's exactly how. Right there, the Warden moves in, the Electro Titans help wipe out those lava pups, and then move in after the Town Hall, while the Flame Flinger on the left-hand side is the assisting unit. before it moves on to the other internal Inferno Tower Power Hour Sour Flower. Anyway, I can't even keep up with this stuff. I mean, I don't even understand, but it's beautiful to watch. And of course, Flame Flinger, watch this. It is going to last until the very final seconds of this attack. It is just going to keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny while the Titans moved up the core. And on the right-hand side, you have the heroes and witches. I didn't even see those in the army. I cannot comprehend this. This is 9 trillion IQ thinking and so many different things to handle at the same time. Then the freeze spell, then the units moving in from the right-hand side to clean up. And again, like I said, until the final seconds of this attack, the Flame Flinger untouched. That is only time decay right there that finally, at the very end, dumps those Flame Flinger's contents to pop out and help ensure a 3-star victory in the nick of time as JoJo continues to blow my mind. Wait, what? We're not done yet? I don't know if my heart can take this. And then, oh, that's a beautiful war scenery right there. If you want to spend your CWL medals, only 2,400 CWL medals, and you can have the most awesome war-based scenery in the game. But here we go. Again, JoJo with yet another style of attack, this time using what many would call the Town Hall 15 noob units, the Electro Dragons, a quick funnel, and they're already on their way towards the middle of this base. And that is a key to remember, even more so than the Super Dragon. E-Dragon movement speed 13, Super Dragon movement speed 14. You probably don't have time to waste, and you probably cannot use a Queen Recall with E-Dragons. Here they go, creeping in, and against an Air Sweeper, mind you. It doesn't matter. JoJo's not afraid. They rush right in, and they're going to force their way into the core of this base. And even with that hero ability of the Grand Warden, things don't look so hot for the E-Dragons. Suddenly, there's not much of an attacking force left. The E-Dragons have joined the Archer Queen on the left-hand side, and down they come, marching closer and closer to that town hall. Now you've got one single Electro Dragon at the top of the base, gaining massive value against no air targeting defenses on the right-hand side. You've got trash buildings that can easily be wiped out by just a few archers, while everybody else focuses on the left-hand side. And then once again, late deployment of a Barbarian King to make sure the Archer Queen heads after the town hall, and then even later deployment of the Royal Champion. I cannot emphasize enough how important these tactics can be to wipe out these maxed out bases. Royal Champion right-hand side, assisted by a rage spell. She is going to single-handedly wipe out the scatter shot and the defending Barbarian King, while the E-Dragon continues on its way from the top, the cleanup units on the right, and at the bottom of your screen, the Archer Queen persists, as does the Barbarian King. JoJo's diversity of attacks and strategies continue to amaze me week after week after week. I cannot wait for the World Championships to see what these tribe guys have in store. But he's not done. Check out the most advanced strategy I have ever seen in the history of Clash of Clans, about to happen right here in the final seconds. That's right, it is a freeze spell. It's a freeze on the Dark Elixir storage. My mind is completely blown. How did he know? How did he do this? We all need to try this. Thank you, Galafam, for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode. You are the true hashtag Galafam. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. Freeze Dark Elixir storages. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I would say your mind's been blown, but I say that blew up many years ago. Wouldn't you agree?